Hi, I'm Admiral Brad Cooper, Commander of U.S. Central Command, here with my 5th update on Operation Epic Fury. We're in the 4th week of the campaign and remain on plan or ahead of plan in achieving very clear military objectives for eliminating Iran's ability to project power in meaningful ways outside its borders. U.S. forces have struck more than 10,000 military targets. In fact, we hit the 10,000th Iranian target just hours ago. And if you combine what we've accomplished with the success of our Israeli ally, together we have struck thousands more, clearly demonstrating that we're stronger together. Our precision strikes have overwhelmed Iranian air defenses, and our combat flights over Iran are having tangible effect. As we've highlighted previously, Iran's drone and missile launch rates are down by more than 90%, meaning their ability to attack American forces and regional neighbors is drastically reduced. And not only have we significantly degraded Iran's naval, drone, and missile capabilities, we've also removed the regime's ability to rebuild them. Before Operation Epic Fury, Iran had large-scale manufacturing capacities to not only build naval vessels, missiles, and attack drones, but also to advance and proliferate these technologies to regional and global bad actors. Today, we've damaged or destroyed over 2/3 of Iran's missile, drone, and naval production facilities and shipyards, and we're not done yet. We are on a path to completely eliminate Iran's wider military manufacturing apparatus, which is why my operational assessment continues to be Iran's combat capability is declining as U.S. combat capability continues to increase.
The night at the airbase offers no relief from the tension. Bathed in the glare of floodlights stands a Titan, the C-17 Globemaster. Its engines are already spooling up, a low-frequency roar that vibrates through the concrete. The open rear ramp looks like the maw of a beast, ready to swallow hundreds of tons of cargo and the weight of human destiny. This isn't just a troop movement. This is the opening move of the most significant operation of the decade. Across the tarmac, an endless chain of shadows moves with rhythmic precision. United States Marines. Each soldier carries more than just a weapon. They bear the crushing weight of massive gear bags. In these packs is everything they need to survive. Ammunition, rations, and the few personal items they might not see again for a long time. Their faces are set in stone. There is no small talk, only the heavy hum of turbines and the steady, rhythmic strike of combat boots on the pavement. The Marines take their seats, cinching seatbelts tight over heavy body armor. The silence inside the hold is more deafening than the engines outside. In a few hours, these men will be the tip of the spear in the ground invasion. The aircraft is ready. The orders are signed, cleared for takeoff. The horizon is dominated by steel and fire. Leading the charge is the USS Abraham Lincoln, flanked by a massive strike group of 8 warships. They aren't just patrolling, they are moving with a singular lethal purpose to permanently break the Iranian blockade. The waters of the Arabian Sea churn as thousands of tons of sovereign American power surge toward the mouth of the strait. On the deck of the Lincoln, the tempo reaches a fever pitch. Steam rises from the catapults as F-35 and F-A-18 fighter jets are locked into position one by one. With a deafening roar of afterburners, they are hurled into the air. This is the air umbrella that will shield the fleet and the tankers following in their wake. Roar of the jet engines fades into the distance. A new rhythmic thunder takes over from the decks of amphibious assault ships and forward operating bases. A swarm of steel rises. The AH-64 Apaches and heavy lift super stallions are lifting off, their blades cutting through the salt-heavy air. If the fighters clear the high ground, these helicopters are the angels of death that will dominate the terrain just feet above the surface. This is the air umbrella for the men on the ground. These crews provide constant eyes in the sky, linking directly with the Marines, moving toward the beachheads. There is no gap in communication. It is a single, synchronized machine designed for total dominance. The Apaches take point scanning for heat signatures, while the transport helos follow close behind, carrying the heavy equipment needed to hold the line. The helicopters are in the air, but this isn't a massive wave. Inside each bird is a small, specialized group of Marines. Their objective is precise and high stakes. While the main fleet moves in the distance, these small teams are being deployed to the very edge of the Strait of Hormuz. They are the scalpel, sent in to do what heavy bombers cannot. This mission is about small-scale, high-impact operations. Their goal is to neutralize specific targets within these Iranian bases, radar stations, communication hubs, and missile launchers that threaten the passage. By taking out these localized threats, this small group of Marines will effectively blind the coastal defense and prepare the area for the final opening of the strait. As the helicopters hover near the drop zones, the mission enters its most dangerous phase. These small groups are now the only thing standing between the Iranian bases and the freedom of the shipping lanes. The operation to clear the path for the tankers has officially moved to the ground. The green light flashes and the red glow of the cabin is replaced by the roar of the wind. One by one, the massive line of soldiers moves to the edge and disappears into the night sky over the Gulf. Hundreds of parachutes bloom in the darkness, a vertical invasion force dropping directly onto strategic positions. The ground operation to liberate the strait has officially entered its most decisive phase. The world turns into shades of monochrome green. Through the phosphor lenses, we see the ground force. The paratroopers dropped from the C-17s have regrouped. They are no longer shadows. They are weaponized silhouettes, moving with methodical precision across the rocky terrain, just kilometers from the Strait of Hormuz. Now the unmistakable heavy beat of rotors cuts through the thin air. Flying low and hot, AH-64 Apache attack helicopters scream past, their thermal sensors already painting targets. Close behind, transport choppers touch down, disgorging additional assault teams of Marines. This isn't a raid, it's a coordinated, multi-pronged vertical assault. The link-up between the airborne and air assault forces is complete. And here it begins, the ground offensive to permanently lift the blockade of the strait. As gunfire begins to crackle in the distance, the objective is clear. Storm the fortified enemy coastal bases, neutralize all military forces holding the shipping lanes hostage, and eliminate their ability to fire anti-ship missiles. Through the green glow of night vision, we are watching the defining moment of this conflict. American boots are on the ground, and the fight to reopen the world's most critical waterway is officially underway. The intense crackle of gunfire has finally faded, replaced by the heavy, suffocating silence of a battlefield won. On the rugged coast of the Strait of Hormuz, the smoke rises from what used to be a fortified enemy stronghold. The Marines have finished their work. The coastal batteries are silenced, the command centers are dark, and the military forces that held the world's economy hostage have been completely neutralized. The base is clear. The perimeter is secure. Now the horizon fills with the silhouettes of the heavy hitters. A massive formation of AH-64 Apaches maintains a protective orbit above, their sensors scanning for any remaining threats. Below them, the giants arrive. Heavy-lift transport helicopters, their massive, elongated hulls appearing like modern-day dirigibles against the sky. They descend into the open clearing, the downwash from their tandem rotors kicking up a storm of dust as they touch down on the liberated soil. Fresh waves of Marines pour out of the transport bays, moving with practiced efficiency to establish a permanent security presence. While the assault teams have completed their strike, the mission now shifts to occupation and defense. Handshakes are brief, nods are solemn. A significant portion of the force remains behind, digging in to ensure these bases never fall into the wrong hands again. The Iron Curtain over the strait has been torn down. With the relief force in place, the primary assault units board the waiting transports. The heavy engines roar to life once more, and one by one, the steel giants lift off, banking away from the coast and heading back toward the carrier strike group. As they disappear into the distance, the first oil tankers can be seen on the horizon, moving freely for the first time in weeks. The mission is a success. The Marines are going home. The strait is open. One by one, they catch the wire or touch down on the deck, bringing the crews back to the safety of the carrier. The mission to liberate the strait has been won. Behind them, the waters are calm and the path is clear. For tonight, the engines are silent. The operation is a success. One by one, they catch the wire or touch down on the deck, bringing the crews back to the safety of the carrier. The mission to liberate the strait has been won. Behind them, the waters are calm and the path is clear. For tonight, the engines are silent. The operation is a success. As the last light of day fades over the airfield, the heavy roar of the C-17 signals the end of the mission. The dust settles on the tarmac as the massive transport planes taxi to a halt. One by one, the ramps drop and the Marines begin their descent back onto friendly soil. They walk down the ramp, burdened by their gear, but lightened by the success of the operation. Behind them, the Strait of Hormuz is open. Ahead of them, a moment of hard-earned rest. Exhausted, professional, and victorious. This is the end of the operation. This is the final chapter.